here for a minute. I decided to go ahead and do another live, here tonight, and I'm like, Illinois. All right, so what I'm gonna talk about here, becoming a lease operator or on a op. Now, I am new to trucking, okay, but I'm not new to business. All right, to give you a little past history of me. Uh, After I got out the Marine Corps in 2000, uh, I worked one job punching a clock, and I told myself I can't do this. So I started business. So I've run businesses since 2000, 2000 since the age of 21. I think it was like 2000, 2001, something like that. Now I just got into trucking. Uh, I'm a new I'm a newbie. I just got my CDLs 2 weeks ago. But why have I been running businesses? I've been doing internet marketing and web design. Internet marketing and web design. That's what I was doing for 15 years. So hey, if I need a website, internet, look up to drive more traffic, whatever, I do that on the side. Hit me up. But I got tired of sitting behind, a desk. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted something. I want to change my career. I just turned 40 January 3rd, and some tell me, what time to change your career. So I wanted something that that would give me the freedom that I had uh, when running a business. And I told God, I said, send me a sign. All of a sudden, I was on the internet, and trucking came into play. I like trucking. I was okay. Some of my peoples, they got their CDLs. I said, let me look more into this. I look into it, and after doing a lot of research and everything, it said it told me, yes, okay, I get the freedom that I have, when I'm running a business, and I can, it's you working for somebody, but at the same time, you on the road is free. So I said, let me try trucking. Boom, I like it. Now I'm gonna talk about lease op. I'm gonna talk about owner operator. I've done like a lot of research on it, and I know some people that lease op. I know some people that's owner operator as well. Now, what should you do? Should you be company drivers? Should you be a lease operator? Or should you be an owner operator, right? Some people's cool with company driving, okay? Company driving. So they don't have to worry about uh, a lot of responsibilities, okay? But you also have people that are go getters that are uh, take sacrifice, take that chance, So when you're doing, if you're that type of person, of course you are lease opping or you're an owner operator. Now, when you become a lease op or owner operator, of course you are starting your business, right? It's a business because you basically have to pay all the expenses. You pay for everything, right? Some people hate lease op, so I don't know why people are lease opping, being a lease operator. Then you got some people say, oh, I don't know why people being an owner operator, right? You could be successful at both. Because to me, the only difference between a lease operator and an owner operator is that the lease operator is basically leasing under a company that basically have a higher percentage of guaranteed loads, right? An owner operator, but an owner operator, I'm gonna get to that, Johnny. Uh, owner operator, the only difference between that is that their truck is not leased. One, they definitely got lower payments than lease, but when it comes to the job, it's the same thing. It's a business, all right. It's a business. So, however you have your company set up, either lease operator or own operator, and if you're, however you have it is set up, and if you have a strategic plan in place, that's how successful you're going to be at a lease operator or owner operator. You can make the same much of money on both sides, right? But there are also people that's losing as a lease op. There are people that's losing as an owner operator because they don't have their business set up right. They don't. Some people jump in it and still have that corporate mind, that corporate mindset, punching that clock 9 to 5, and think you know, that's good. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not the case. When you become a lease operator or owner operator, you got to think business, man, business minded first. Have a business account, okay? Well, first you got to have a company name. One, two, it's your tax ID. All right. Three, LLC. If you are a lease operator or if you are owner operator, and if you are operating as a sole prop, you need to change that quick to an LLC. Because if you're operating as a sole prop, meaning sole proprietor, if anything happened, you are liable. You can get sued personally, and that shows on your personal credit, and it could damage your business and your family. LLC is the way to go. Limited liability corporation. Okay, you should, if you are a lease operator or owner op, you should have an LLC. Now, depending on state, me personally, there's only 3 states that I will file my LLC. Why? Because they're real strict. They are there to protect your business. They're about your business. That is it. That's Nevada, Delaware, and Wyoming. Those 3 states is where you should be incorporated. Now, you don't have to live in those states. Okay, you don't have to live in those states. Let's say if let's say you live in Illinois, you can file your corporation in Nevada, Delaware, or Wyoming, but doing business as so in Illinois. Meaning, you are now if you are able to do business in Nevada, Delaware, whatever, right? You have a company there, and you have a company in Illinois. The corporation that's in Delaware, Nevada, or Wyoming, all right, is we call it a shell corp. It's a shell corporation, which is an LLC. That shell corp protects your second business. All right. So I'm gonna give you an example here. Let's say I go on a op or lease op, right? I'm gonna open up 2 company names. The first one is gonna be ABC Trucking LLC. ABC Trucking LLC is incorporated in Nevada. I decided to use Nevada. The reason why I decided to use Nevada because they have uh, way more banks than Wyoming and Delaware. So I incorporate ABC Trucking LLC in Nevada. Now I go to my state and I open up another business and I call it 123 Trucking, right? But I open it up as a DBA, doing business as. So ABC Trucking DBA 123 Trucking in Illinois. Reason why I set it up like that is that ABC Trucking owns 123 Trucking. So when another company owns another company, they automatically put a lien on the company that they own. And this lien could be any type amount of money. It's just on paper. So I could put a lien, ABC Trucking will put a lien on 123 Trucking for $600 million. It's just on paper. ABC Trucking don't have 600 million, but on paper, and it's filed correctly through the state that ABC Trucking has a lien on 123 Trucking for 600 million. Why did I do that? Let's say something, not all business runs smoothly. Okay, let's say something happened, and something happened that it could cause a lawsuit, right? Somebody could take you to court, want to sue you for something, right, pertaining to your business. And let's say they win, right? Let's say they sue you for $1 million in damage. They won. They sue 123 Trucking, right, for $1 million. They won. You don't have $1 million in your bank account, right? How are you going to pay that $1 million off? That's where the lien comes into play. So it's like buying a house, right? Or a car, right? It's like when you buy a car, when you finance a car, the finance company automatically put a lien on it, meaning that nobody, when it comes to money payment, that first person that has the lien get paid first. So being that ABC Trucking put a lien on 123 Trucking, the person that sued 123 Trucking for $1 million will have to wait a long, long time to get paid, even if they get paid. They're not gonna get paid because whatever money that 123 Trucking brings in goes to ABC Trucking because they owe ABC Trucking, the company that you own, what I say, $600 million. And the reason why I said incorporate in three of those states, because those three states do not share no information about who owns the business or what. A judge, any IRS, it don't matter. They cannot subpoena your business records in Nevada, Wyoming, or Delaware. So if that person, let's say the person that won $1 million, right? They got an attorney, right? They want to know who is ABC Trucking. Why they got a lien on 123 Trucking for 600 million? They want to search that. They want to know the owner, right? They will not get that information. Period. They will know. They will not know. All big companies do it, man. All big companies do it. Walmart. All of these companies have a corporation. Walmart, like for example, Walmart is a DBA. Okay, everyone, you should know that. Walmart is DB. All these big corporations that is running Walmart, Target, Wendy's, all of these, I'm just naming stuff around, even the Petro. I'm just naming stuff around. All of these are DBAs, okay, which is owned by another company, which is that company that owns it have the same owners, have the same owners. So that's the same thing you have to do in trucking. You have to set your business up right. Okay, set that up right. Another good thing of LLC, becoming an LLC, is that you have a lot of protection. One, two, you can build your business credit uh, faster and easier with it. Uh, that you can write off at the end of the year. You write off way more stuff at the end of the year. First thing, set your business up right. Second thing, I learned this from my first trainer here that you have to plan your routes properly, and you have to plan your routes properly and run it. If you don't plan your route properly and run it, then your business is gonna be all jacked up. And another thing that I saw what my trainer did, which I was amazed by because a lot of people don't actually set it up that way, was he was able to figure out how much it cost him to run the truck a day, how much it costs for him to run the truck, a day. That's something that you have to also figure out. Get an accountant. If you're not good with numbers, you know, get an accountant, or if you got somebody that's real good with it, and figure out what is your cost per day, how much you need to make in order to break even. One, that's the first thing. First thing is you have to break even. All right, include how much you pay for the truck, the gas for the truck, miscellaneous stuff for the truck, your personal stuff like your mortgage or your rent, you know, kids, all, include every personal stuff and stuff that costs for the business, for your truck, right? Figure out your cost. That's the first thing. Once you figure out your cost, then you have a good idea of how much you need to make per load. How much you need to make per load in order, one, to break even, and two, to make a profit. Because if you're a lease op and if you're an owner op, if you doing it just just because you love trucking, switch up because you're losing money. Go drive a tow truck. That's a nice little side truck for you. Go drive a tow truck because you're losing money. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, so figure out your costs. But first thing, set your business up correctly, man, and make sure that you're LLC. Uh, like I said, if you are running as a sole prop, make sure that you change that as soon as possible. All right, and again, uh, make sure that you file in one of the three states. All right. Me personally, like I said, I like to file in Nevada because uh, they have more banks, major banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, things like that. If you like those type of banks, some people like credit unions. If you like credit unions, uh, Delaware and Wyoming, even Nevada, is good for credit unions. But if you don't have like credit, you know, a lot of credit unions out there where you live, if you got like mostly major banks like U.S. Bank or Wells Fargo, Bank of America, file in Nevada because in order you will need to you will need that information, your business information, when you go to one of those banks. And you can file your LLC online. Okay, it won't cost you no more than $330 to $400. All right, $330 to $400, and you can file your corporation in less than 15 minutes, and they will mail you your articles of corporation. Uh, and you also have your registered agent as well out there, and they will mail your stuff straight to your house. That's the first company. All right. The second company you need to open it up is the state that you live in. Again, you're doing ABC Company, DBA one two ABC Trucking, DBA 123 Trucking in the state of whatever state you live in. So if I decide to go lease op, which I am, matter of fact, hold on, let me touch up on this real quick. Johnny Price said, if you have a family, forget about OTR. Pay your pay your contact off. No, pay your contract off, do a year, and go home. Leases for single men. To be honest with you, Johnny, lease op, company driver, I want to op. They basically, when it comes to relationship, they all the same to me. You know, it takes a certain individual. You know, they can work for your family if your family is on the same page. If uh, you have someone that is loyal, you know what I'm saying? Now, well, if you just got with somebody, like, if your relationship is still new, that might be challenging, you know what I'm saying? But if you've been in a relationship or married, you know, for years and years and years and everything, you know what I'm saying? Everyone on the same page, uh, they can work, you know what I'm saying? Uh, because there's that understanding right there, you know? There's the understanding, period. And I feel like if you're in trucking and the person that you are with, I mean, you want trucking to be, this is what you want to do, you love it, you know what I'm saying? I always tell people to do what you love, man. You know, just don't work any type of job because it pays money. If you don't like it, then why the fuck are you working it, you know? Because, some people, oh, because, it pays my bills, but you're miserable. But back on subject. Uh, if it takes a certain, it takes certain two people to, have that understanding that, okay, hey, I'm going in the truck because of this, because of that, you know. And if you're going in the truck and you want to hit the negatives, before the negative hit you, you know what I'm saying? So if you new to trucking or what, or you uh, in a relationship or what, let your significant other know all the negatives of trucking, man. Let them know all the negatives of trucking, that they think is negative, and see how they respond, see how they react, you know, like, tell them, say, hey, I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 2 months at a time. I'm not gonna be home. Are you okay with that? I mean, be honest. Like, are you okay with that? And see how they respond. They at the time, I'm gonna say about 80% of the people are gonna say yeah because it's a reaction for them to say yeah. But see how they look them in the eyes and see how and listen to how that yeah sound. You know what I'm saying? Was it a confident yeah? Was it a yeah that with some doubts? You know the difference between how the way some people when people say certain things, right? If they say certain things, uh, without no hesitation, right? And it sounds like not I ain't gonna say like loud, but no hesitation. That's a confident yeah. You know what I'm saying? If somebody drag their yeah out a little bit, that's like a yeah with doubts. You know what I'm saying? So okay, boom. You're not really if somebody drag that yeah out or somebody pause for a second and say, yeah, I will be fine with that, you know, there's some doubts right there, you know what I'm saying? And you have to figure out those doubts. And once you hit all the negatives and stuff like that, and that person on the same page, it could work out, man. It just take a trial run, you know what I'm saying? It takes a trial run, you know. But OTR, regardless, I mean, we work with one of the national companies, regardless if you're a company driver or what, then it's the same to me. But lease up and owner operator, man, it doesn't matter which one you get into. Me personally, there's some advantages of lease op. There's some disadvantages of lease op. There's advantages of owner op and disadvantages of owner op. Here's the advantage of owner op, right? You own the truck, period. You own it. You went outside of a national company, and well, technically, you really don't. You own it if you have no payments, all right? But when I'm talking about really like own it, you went outside a national company and went to one of these truck salespeople and bought you a truck for $20,000, $25,000, whatever it is, whatever money you spent, but it was way less than leasing, right? Your payments are low, so you pay, it's way low, it's way lower than leasing a truck. That's facts. It's way lower. I've seen some people paying truck payments as low as $500, $600 a month for a truck, right? Here's a disadvantage that can happen. Uh, slow, slow work, especially the winter time. Slow, no, not guaranteed loads, not guaranteed loads. Period. I know there's something that I can't remember the name off the top of my head that all most owner ops is part of. To go find loads and everything. But the disadvantage is there's no consistent load, right? So you have to work twice as hard as a lease op, I mean, as an owner operator to find good loads. Here's the advantage of lease op. You don't you don't have to look for loads. The national companies will provide you with loads. So there's always going to be loads for you. That's the advantage, right? So okay, now you're thinking, oh, okay, so if that's the advantage, I'm always going to have loads, and all right, there's no problem with lease op. Here's a disadvantage: your payments is high as hell. It's like 10 times higher than a owner operator that went somewhere else, which can mess can mess with your how should I say it? Could give you doubt when you lease op. Can give you doubt if if you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay on a weekly basis, right? And if you don't make enough money that week automatically go in a hole. And if you have a dispatcher, right, that give you fucked up loads, right, every week give you fucked up loads, and where you only making enough money, to pay for the truck because when you leasing it, they want you to pay for the truck, so they're gonna give you a nice, a nice load to cover that truck payment. All right. Now the loads after that, you don't know. It all depend on your dispatcher, right? So let's say you're paying 1,000 a week to lease, right? Let's say your first load pays out. Your first load, 9 times out of 10, your first load is going to be your best load, right? Because they want to make sure the payments take care of. So let's say your first load is 1,500. They pay you $1,500, right? We already know, boom, there it is. I have my car payment taken care. I mean, my lease truck payment taken care of, right? But you also got to deal with gas, right? Expensive ass gas, full as motherfucker up, costs money. Uh, Buying, windshield wiper, death, all type of shit. There's a lot of stuff that keeps this truck, you know, operating smoothly. You know what I'm saying? That you have to come out of pocket, right? But so your first load pays you 50. I up it a little bit more. Okay, let me up it a little more. Your first load pay you $2,000. $1,000 goes to the truck payment for that week. You have $1,000 left, right? You gotta put gas in the truck. Gas is expensive to fill up the truck. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you get stuck and you have to get a tow truck, right? You got to pay for that shit, right? Now, for that week, you only profit, just off that load right there, you basically probably have $100 left to your name because you got to eat, right? $100 left to your name. Your second load, right? Let's say your second load, you don't, is a gamble, with your second load. Let's say your second load pays, it could pay, if the first one paid 2,000, the next one might pay 1,000. It might pay, it depends. You know what I'm saying? It might go over 2,000. You know, but you never know, right? When it comes to that, and again, it all based on your dispatcher. You know what I'm saying? If you got a good dispatcher, you can make it in the lease op game. You know what I'm saying? If your dispatcher is not, all that good, and you're not getting along with your dispatcher, uh, it's gonna be tough to make it as a lease operator. Now, I'm speaking this. I'm speaking this like like some people might look at it like, oh, this dude new to the game. What do you know about lease op? What do you know about uh, owner operator? Right? I know it's business. Period. I know it's business, and I know how much it costs to run one of these trucks on a daily business. It's simple math. It's simple math, and you have to you have to look at it as a business. Because if you're not running this thing as a business, if you're not running your lease offer, your company as a business lease op or owner operator, you just getting by, man. You're not taking fully max potential to what you can do when becoming, when doing one of those. So yeah, I watched a lot of videos. Some people hate lease operators. Some people hate owner operators. Some people hate company drivers. You got company drivers that hate. I'm not gonna do lease op, or I'm not gonna do be owner operator. Vice versa. You got all that. But at the end of the day, everybody does the same shit. You pick up loads, you unload loads, you drop off, do a drop and hook. You do the same thing. So what's the difference? There's three type of people in this world: people that watch things happen, people that make things happen, and people that's wondering what the fuck is going on. That's which one are you, basically? Which one are you? And you can make things happen at all three levels. You could be the person, oh, you know what? I make things happen. You can make things happen as a company driver. You can make things happen as a lease op or owner operator, right? They're all depending on you. People that's wondering what the fuck is going on are the people that know so much about trucking, know so much about whatever. You ain't gotta be about trucking. Know so much about everything. Know it, but scared to take that leap, or scared to make to make things happen. Those are the people that watch things happen. Those are the people that talk a good game. You know, they talk about this, blah blah blah, this is that, this is that, this is that. People that's wondering what the fuck is going on are people that that are here, that are trying to get that basically here to live paycheck by paycheck. Have no have no end game. You gotta have an end game. You gotta have an end game. Period. Everything comes to an end. What are your end game? So talk about lease operator and owner operator. They both the same thing, man. You do the same thing. You both run businesses. It's like leasing a car or buying a car. That's the only difference. You lease. Some people like to lease. Some people like to buy. Right? But when it comes to trucking, when buying or leasing the trucking, you buying or leasing to make money. Okay? To make money. You are your business. Okay? If you don't have your business set up correctly, if you run it as a sole prop, I'm going to say it again. If you run it as a sole proprietor, this means you are not incorporated at all. You need to change that quick because you should not be tying your business with your personal. And you have costs. There's a lot of costs. If you could eliminate at the beginning for the first 2 years of becoming a lease operator or first on operator, if you could eliminate as much expense as possible because you're gonna need it, you will be successful. All right, you will be successful. If you are a lease op, if you've been lease opping for or on operator for over 5 years, and you are in LLC, my hat's off to you. Congratulations. You have made, you have passed the 5 year mark. You have passed the 5 year mark, and the only way your business go out of business if you let it go out of business. Okay, you passed the 5 year mark. What's the 5 year mark? It's what the IRS, uh, Small Business Administration, say that says that within the first 5 years of somebody opening a business, it said 95% of new business fail within the first 5 years. It's a hard fact because they don't have their stuff set up right. They don't have their stuff set up right. Once you got everything set up right, all right, now it's all come to managing and management, time management, and budget. Time management and budget. That's what it comes to. If you're a lease operator, all right, you don't have to worry about marketing. You don't have to worry about PR or anything like that because you're leasing through a company, right? So they take care of all that. They got they provide you the load. If you're an owner operator, right, you you got to make your name known, and in order to do that, marketing. You got to market within the trucking industry. And if you're an owner operator, I look at it different. Maybe I look at it on a bigger scale, man. I look at owner operator on a bigger scale because if I own this is my opinion, all right. Some people might get pissed off. Some people might look at it like, oh, whatever. But I don't care. If I own a truck, right, I have a business, right, I am not the only. I'm looking to expand my business. I'm not just owning a business just for me. Like I'm the only person that's going to be driving. All right, I'm looking to expand. I will start off driving my truck because when you start your business, you have to start. You got to do the work. You got to put the leg work first in, right? To understand every aspect of the game, everything, right? So yes, I understand doing that the first year, the second year, maybe the third, right? I will have a business plan to buy and my so that way I can put that truck, that second truck on the road. I will also, while I'm doing that,